Da, 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 da. We are here. Welcome back to the channel. This is Foggy Lane Garden, and today we have a very special guest making her small screen debut. Is Mrs. Foggy Lane, and she's going to help me plant some potatoes today. Give us a kiss on the camera. So today we're going to be taking down that fence, and we're going to be tilling some ground, and we're going to be planting some potatoes. So I got a new little rig out for my tractor, a new a middle buster they call it, and I had that about 2 hours before I snapped it off. Anyway, I came in yesterday and I did all this, but I don't like it because I think the rows are too far apart. But most likely that's just me. They're better than they're about 40 inches apart, 3 feet. They're about 3 feet apart. And today I'm going to use my tiller with my little attachment to do the rest of this. Chop up all that grass, weeds and stuff. And this is how I've done it the last 2 or 3 years. And we're gonna show you the old school way. We're going to take down the fence. I don't think I'm going to take it all down. What do you think, Mrs. Foggy Lane?
Whatever you want. A fly went up my nose. I almost sucked it right up.
Oh, the flies. So the first thing we got to do, we got to get a shower in some fly dope.
I'm gonna try.
Jeez, they're drawn right to it. One just buzzed in my head.
For your microphone.
It won't hurt. That won't hurt, honey. So here's some stuff I dug up from the garden from when my grandfather was at it. I'm guessing an old horseshoe or something. And I'm going to keep those. Look, the nail's still in it and everything, look. So I'm going to hang on to them for a bit of posterity. And right now, we're going to dismantle the front of this fence. Anyway, that should do me, I think. Maybe I'll take the whole works down, I don't know. We'll see. Now, Nice bum, where you from?
Oh, sure, want some more?
Hey, high five. Careful. Oh, never fly around. Oh. So I got the little part of the garden there all filled up. Now it's time let's install this old bugger. I fell down. So here's what we got going on. We got our tiller. And the tiller, the blades loosen up the soil. And that little blade I rigged up, he's going to make some furrows for our potatoes. That's the plan anyway. That's how I've done it the last 5 years, 4 years, 5 years, 3 years, 2, I don't know. That's how I've done it before I got a tractor. And before that I did it with that tool of ignorance. Let's fire up now and see what she's going to do. See if she's going to handle it. Boys, that's a bit of a that's a bit of a workout. I said a bad word. Yeah, that's a bit of a workout, alright. And the rows ain't straight, but I never heard a potato complain yet. So. Yeah, they're ready to plant. I'm going to take my excavator home and I'm going to root out the bottom a little bit before I put my potatoes in. I might do that and get Mrs. Foggy Lane to drop the potatoes in it. How you like that? That's one we just dug up at the garden. He's going right back in there now. I don't know where the other half is gone. We'll find him to fall. And his descendants. So these are domino. These are my domino potatoes. I'm putting in all the long season, all the late season. Putting in all the late season potatoes first. Because I knew I wouldn't be able to get it all done today, so I decided to put the late ones in first. Okay.
Last count.
We got 32, 34, 36, I'm gonna say 36. Kennebec. Then we got Kennebec, row of domino, another row of domino, row of red apple. We got 2 rows of red apple?
Yes.
I don't remember. Red apple, red apple. Ooh. And then over here we got, what are them? They're russet. We think they're Burbank russet, but there was no specification on the bag. It just said russet, so we're going to go with Burbank, russet Burbank. And we got a row of another row of Kennebec here. These rows are about 30 feet long, and each row takes 32 potatoes. And there you go. Now I'm gonna sprinkle some fertilizer on them, and then we're gonna cover them over 4 or 5 inches. And I'm gonna pass you over to the new camera woman, Mrs. Foggy Lane. And I don't know if this is too much fertilizer or what. I know this is the most I've ever put on potatoes, but I don't have any kelp or manure or anything this year to put on the soil. I always put something in the soil before I plant potatoes. This year, I should have luck and get nothing. So, the fertilizer getting pretty thin too. That's just some 6-12-12 with magnesium potato fertilizer. Papa's got a brand new bag. That bag's kind of heavy to be lugging around. Where was I before I so rudely interrupted? I think last year I used one of these yogurt tubs per row. I'm using about 2.5 now. See how that goes. Could be the best potatoes of all time. It could be the worst potatoes of all time. We'll know in September. And we know sooner than that. We know as soon as they start coming up. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cover them potatoes over with 3 or 4 inches of soil. And that'll allow them to start growing. Once it comes up through that soil about 6 or 8 inches, we'll come back. We'll come back and we'll take these mounds and we'll haul all that in. So these trenches will become mounds because we're going to move all this dirt in on top of those potatoes as they grow, and that'll allow the potatoes to spread their wings, and all the tubers will grow in this hollow right here. So all we're going to do is going to take this bit of soil here and haul it over the potatoes. Make sure they got a bit of, make sure they're covered with 3 or 4 or 5 inches. Yeah, so we're just hauling a bit of soil over top of them. That's all. No, nothing to that. This is not magic, folks. This is also helping mix in the fertilizer too. A nice loose soil is what you want for potatoes. Nice and loose, it's like that. Okay. So we got 7 rows of potatoes, 30 feet long. And that's how I does it. With the tiller. I like using the tiller better than the tractor, but I'm not used to the tractor is the only thing. I think I'll get used to it. We'll figure it out. So we got a grand total of 222 potatoes put in this ground here now. And that amounts to about 35 pounds. And I had 140 pounds picked out to plant. And I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 8 rows left. I'm not fitting them all in here. What are you doing? Huh?
Coming up behind you.
Oh, you're going to do the rabbit ears, are you? So, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll plant what we can, I suppose. We'll have to scale her back a little bit. But that's how she goes, eh? Yes, sir. And I'd normally I normally give these a douse in the water now, but it's supposed to rain tonight. Calling for 20 millimeters and another little bit of rain tomorrow, so they should be all right. So we got 2 rows of Kennebec. We got 2 rows of Russet Burbank. We got 1 row of red apple, and that's it, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. And that's it. 222 potatoes. So maybe next weekend now we'll get we'll get the rest of them potatoes in. I want to put some carrots and turnip in here too. Thanks for coming by on this glorious May afternoon. It's about 24 degrees here now, I'd say. What a beautiful day. Too hot for this. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button. And I'll see you next time I looks at you. No, they don't recognise me with the head on.
Yes, they do.
Thanks for coming by. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit that like button. And I'll see you next time I looks at you. Cut. Print. That's a wrap.